5,072, 5,073, 5,074, 6,000, 8,000. Bro,
You're such a liar. No one's even
what do
gonna
you
believe
want?
you did that.
Yes, I know, okay? I know I'm not actually doing 5,000, but they don't know that. They don't know that.
Stupid ass.
Bro, like, we're
Goofy
over here
ass.
trying to review God of War, and, like, we gotta sell this. They gotta think I'm big body. Bro, I thought we
Nah,
were
I
friends.
ain't your friend.
I thought
I was
you would
just
play
bored and you kept
along.
me here. You
Why do you
kept
think
calling
I
me
dressed you
Atreus.
up?
I don't even know who that is.
Alright, man. Screw
Goofy.
you. Alright, let's get into this review real quick. I just wanted to say thank you so much before we get into this for watching my last video. As of this moment of recording, there's about 90 views, which is crazy considering how I never upload on this channel. So I just really wanted to thank you guys so much for that. But yeah, let's get into this review of God of War Ragnarok. So don't worry, there's not going to be any spoilers in this video. I'm going to try my best not to do that. And if I do spoil, I will put a warning up on the screen somewhere, probably right there somewhere. Anyway, let's get into this. So I was really bored, just like in my last video, and I decided to buy God of War Ragnarok. I played through the first game, I enjoyed it a lot, and for some reason, I just never bought the second one. And basically, I decided, hey, let's spend the last amount of my money and let's make a YouTube video out of it because why not? So I booted up my PS4 because, like I said in my previous video, I am not rich and I do not have a PS5. And I played through it on the hardest difficulty. And let me say one thing, this game is made to be played on the hardest difficulty. Even if it says it's not meant to be played on the hardest difficulty, you can tell they put some effort into these enemies on the hardest difficulty. So before we even get into this review, if you even think about buying this game, and this is the reason why you're watching this review, play it on the hardest difficulty. I promise you, you will enjoy it. Trust me, you will enjoy it. Anyway, the gameplay of this game is incredibly enjoyable. I at no point thought that the game was just too broken, even though I was playing on the hardest difficulty to the point where I can't continue it and I needed to bring it down. And I'm not a good gamer, like I'm just an average guy. So to that, applaud the devs and just overall the combat team who worked on that because not that many games can handle the okay, let's make this difficult and let's also make this enjoyable and well difficult enough so that they can progress through the game. So good job, God of War. Another great thing about this game is that it looks absolutely beautiful. And I'm playing this game on a PS4 Pro, so I can't even imagine what this game looks like on the PS5.
It's
But
much, but
damn,
safe from
the
Fimbulwinter,
cutscenes,
safe from Odin's eyes.
oh my
And
god,
you really can't
oh
beat the view
my
if you're in
god,
that shimmering gray
they
void.
look so
That's amazing,
good.
Stan.
This
have a plan
footage
to talk
doesn't
to me
even do
about,
it
actually.
justice. That's how good it looks. Like, I was stunned. I was shocked how good these graphics were. I have never played graphics these good on a console before. These were PC level graphics on a PS4. It blew my mind.
Your bedrooms are there.
There were
the
so
kitchen
many
is
times
just
where I
over
was
there.
watching a
And-
cutscene
and
where
where
I
you
was just
snack?
like, I do not want this
Kratos?
to end.
Snack?
Some of the cutscenes were just as enjoyable as some of the boss
You're not
fights.
getting to Svartalfheim
And since we're
so you can
talking
try and
about
rescue
boss
Atreus.
fights,
It's here.
let's talk about boss
Alive?
fights.
I mean,
They
that's-
all look cool as hell.
It's okay.
And they all have unique moves. Granted, obviously, if you're going to go up against an archer boss fight, then you go up against another one later in the game, their moves are going to be pretty similar. So obviously, if you're going up against the similar, fighting type bosses, they're going to be a little similar. But other than that, they all have unique looks. They all have unique stories. They all have unique everything. And I'm sadly not going to put in footage of any boss fights. Not because I don't think they're worth being on YouTube, but because A, they kind of spoil things, and B, they're just so badass that I just want you guys to experience it if you do decide to buy the game. So I don't even want to spoil that because the boss fights in this game, one of my favorite aspects, even though they kicked my ass 1,000 times and they took me quite a while to beat even the easiest ones. So, yeah, there's that. Now, like I said before, the fighting in this game, since we're talking about boss fights, the fighting in this game is one of the best fightings I have ever experienced. It just is. And I have to say it again. There's just something so great about it. There's just something so well made about it that it's just so enjoyable and it's so well crafted that there's just I don't know, bro. I just enjoy it. And like the survivability of the game, like it's never too hard to get your health back. It's never too hard to get your Sparta rage back. Like all these things are just perfectly placed together. Like the game is just so well made. And I know that I'm technically supposed to be reviewing the game and critiquing the game, but there really isn't anything to critique. The story is good, the gameplay is amazing, the graphics are beautiful, the characters are well written, obviously, because the story is great. Everything is just great about this game. And this game is definitely a 9.5 out of 10. And I know you're wondering, well, if you love this game so much, why didn't you give it a 10 out of 10? And I do want to give it a 10 out of 10. It's just, I feel like it's just for some weird reason not a 10 out of 10. I can't explain it. Maybe it's because it's a sequel. Maybe it's because it's just a God of War game and there's been so many God of War games. Maybe it's just because I just haven't found that right game yet that I feel like deserves a 10 out of 10. But the score that I gave it is really good. And I think it's a really just and fair score. So I'm going to stick to it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And again, thank you so much for watching my previous video. And yeah, see you guys.